Our ceremony is about to begin with the procession of our esteemed guests, faculty, and graduates. To help honor them and to make this a memorable occasion for everyone, I ask for your help with just a few safety and courtesy items. Once I cover these items, our ceremony will begin. Today's ceremony is being live-streamed. You can share the live stream with friends and family by scanning the QR code on the back of your program. Please silence your cell phones and all other devices during the ceremony. We kindly ask you to be considerate of all guests and refrain from holding seats for guests who have not yet arrived. Balloons, signage, flags, and other objects that might block the view of guests are not allowed under the tent. Our campus is tobacco-free. Please refrain from the use of all tobacco-related products, including vaping and e-cigarettes. In the event of severe weather or an emergency, the ceremony may be stopped and our campus police officers will direct you on how to safely evacuate. An announcement will be made from the stage and everyone will be asked to move promptly to their cars or to a designated CCBC building. If evacuated, we will not return to complete the commencement ceremony. Please remain in the building or in your car until it is safe to leave the campus. If individuals become too warm, feel free to make use of shade and water stations around the tent. You can also view a live video feed of the ceremony inside the F. Scott Black Theater within the Robert and Eleanor Ramatka College Center. Bottled water, food items, and gifts for graduates are available for purchase outside the tent. Items outside of food are typically cash only. Restrooms are located at the Wellness and Athletic Center and just below the tent near the baseball field. We ask that you remain seated and keep all aisles clear throughout the duration of the ceremony and be courteous to guests requiring spaces reserved for wheelchairs. When the ceremony has ended, please remain seated and keep the center aisle clear. Our stage party will recess first, followed by our faculty and finally our graduates. After our graduates have exited the tent, you may begin your exit. Graduates and their families are invited to stop by for cupcakes and refreshments in the reception tents located along the route back to parking lots just beyond the Athletics and Wellness Center along South Lane. Finally, please savor this moment and celebrate as you watch your graduates walk across our stage and complete this great milestone. With that, I ask you to please welcome the Community College of Baltimore County's graduating class. Thank you.
Well, good morning, everyone. We got some happy people down here, and actually a beautiful day. Who would have guessed this from the weather report last night? I am Sandra Kirchenitis, the proud president of this wonderful institution, and on behalf of the trustees, the faculty, staff of Community College of Baltimore County, I'm delighted to welcome you to CCBC's 2025 commencement. Please, oh, okay, do a little cheer. And so I'm going to ask us please to stand as the CCBC Chambers present the national anthem, led by music director Michelle Smith, accompanied by Associate Professor Matthew Palumbo, and supported by Danielle Rosenkrantz, a graduate of CCBC's Interpreter Preparation Program.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the
Thank you. What a rousing beginning. And hit those high notes. Wonderful. All right, everyone, please be seated. I wish you could see what an impressive sight that you make. There's this magnificent sea of caps and gowns among all these smiling faces, and it is heartwarming to look at a crowd of several thousand graduates and families and friends spread across this huge tent, both inside and out. They are all here to honor you. And I think this scene captures the spirit and the energy of this wonderful class of students graduating today, as well as the pride and joy that is beaming forward from all of those gathered in the back and on the sides. What you need to know is that all week long, on your honor, our folks have been mulching and scrubbing and mowing in preparation for just this event. But you know, given this week, they mowed, then it rained. They mowed, then it rained, and they were still here last night around 7 o'clock putting this magnificent tent together. So please help me give them a really wonderful round of appreciation. Because graduates, wet or dry, you and your wonderfully supportive families and friends are the highly anticipated, long-awaited, welcome guests of our entire college. So for people like us, the academics, commencement really is the high point of our academic year. It's the day we pay tribute to the talent, the hard work, the passion, and the resourcefulness, both yours and ours, that have culminated in our awarding you your associate degree today. And while today is about joy and success, and I'm guessing for our graduates, a fair measure of relief, it is appropriate that we pause for a moment of reflection before we celebrate your achievements. To earn a seat here today, each graduate has triumphed over his or her personal challenges, and so we all have much to be thankful for. So with that in mind, I ask each of us, in our own way, to take a moment to reflect upon our individual blessings and to privately thank whatever force or influence or person we acknowledge as giving strength and conviction to our spirits and meaning to our lives. Thank you. All right, now please join me in a rousing salute to the class of 2025, and it sounds good to say that out loud, so for them. Oh yeah, it's special. And with your indulgence, before we actually confer any degrees, it is my custom at this event to invoke a president's privilege to declare a moratorium on gloom and to banish all bad news for 2 whole hours. Politics, war, conflict, calamity, they will always need the attention of thoughtful, educated people. But we have one goal this morning, and that is to celebrate you. So we're putting all the negativity on hold for now. And instead, we're going to be loud and proud about celebrating 2,700 graduates. Yeah. Now don't worry, because they're not all here today. So this isn't a 4-hour commencement. But each of you now joins the hundreds of thousands of nurses, teachers, artists, scientists, musicians, you name it, we teach it, who have walked across this stage since our founding in 1957. Our graduates have become legislators, business leaders, tech gurus, professors, actors, and on and on and on. And we are excited to think about what you will accomplish over the next decades. Because when we look at you, ready to embark on your future journey, we see cyber warriors, we see AI influencers, we see nurses and doctors, an actress or two, a dancer, maybe even a senator, maybe even a college president. But if you're interested in my job, kindly wait till I retire. Most of you are a bit thinner, a bit younger, a bit sprier than some of us. You can wear mini or maxi skirts, you can wear baggy jeans with holes, you can turn your hair orange or green, you can tattoo your arms and still look great, you can rollerblade, rock climb, scramble, all of these things. Many of us still can, some of us can't. Nonetheless, there is a deep-rooted connection between all of you and all of us, because the world we have created and the roles we have defined for ourselves are already evolving into new ones, which you will have to shape. And it won't be easy, it never is, but our job was to help you get ready, to inspire and to guide you, and yours is now to go through that open door. You, today, will have a golden ticket. And not to worry, in the meantime, we're going to do our best to look after the world for a little longer until you get your sea legs. But you are ready. I'm fond of telling students that the world is run by those who show up. And today, my friends, that is what you are doing. You are showing up. And your success or your lack thereof should never be an accident of gender or race or influence or sympathy or any other single characteristic. It should be the result of performance, capability, and the hard work you have already shown yourself capable of doing. So graduates, today you're one step closer to seeing your dreams fulfilled. And as you take your place into this inviting new world, You already have a clearly defined role to play that our faculty and our staff have prepared you for. We have prepared you to be what I call citizen soldiers of the 21st century, part of a technologically literate yet humane citizenry able to thrive and not just survive in this world as a global village, helping all of us to forge a kinder and a gentler nation, and ensuring opportunity as a universal right. So, you know, speakers always try to find fancy quotes made by important people when they talk to graduates. Today, I want to do something different. I would like to share a more humble one. And this from a speech made by one of your fellow graduates, Ashley Webb, to her nursing classmates at their pinning at the Dundalk campus last week. Because I think her words tell your story. Ashley, I'm not sure if you are here. If you are, would you stand up? Oh, I don't see Ashley, but I'm going to share these words because they really spoke to me about all of you. So as she got to the end, this is what she said to her classmates: "We are resilient, compassionate, and ready, not because the road was easy, but because we endured, because we showed up again and again, because when one of us stumbled and someone was there to say, 'Get up, we got this.' This is not the end, it's the beginning of something extraordinary." And then she proudly added, "We didn't just make it, we earned it." That is what your colleague, your fellow student had to say about her journey, and that is what I am quite sure most of you are saying about your journey. So with that, I'm going to switch into introductory mode. There are many who take pride in your accomplishments today, including a number of special guests joining me on the stage. So allow me to introduce each individually. I will ask each to stand, and when they've all been introduced, I will ask you to help me give them an appreciative round of applause. I'd like to start with our trustees. Many of them are here today. Board Chair J.D. Urbach, Board Chair Michelle Jackson, Trustee Margaret Forte, Trustee Paulette Hammond, Trustee Christina Lopez, Trustee Charles McDaniels, Trustee Richard Shepper, and one Trustee Margaret O'Hare. Not yet? Okay, these are our trustees. Now we have several of our good friends in the legislature who are very supportive of CCBC. Senator Carl Jackson, Kenny Brown, District Liaison for Senator Benjamin Brooks, Delegate Aletha McCaskill, Delegate Rick Metzger, Delegate Kimberly Ross, Baltimore County District 2 Councilman Izzy Patoka, and Baltimore County District 4 Councilman Julian Jones, the members of CCBC's hard-working executive team, Provost and Vice President Joaquin Martinez, Vice Presidents Melissa Hopp, Kenneth Westry, Michael Netzer, and two people who you really need to be here today are Professor Carl Frondel and Associate Professor Matthew Palumbo, because they will read your names. So let's give really a loud and appreciative applause. These are people who care a great deal, all of them, about you and about CCBC. There are two groups in the audience that I'd like to stand and be recognized. One would be all of CCBC's emeritus professors and professionals, and I think we have some of them today who are here. If you're here, please stand. And also this year's class of CCBC's future leaders who graduate with you today to become members of the President's Leadership Academy. Would all of you please stand as well? so that we can give you a round of applause? I'm going to mention one person I forgot to introduce. And this is a special person whom you'll hear from before, but your class of 2025 student speaker, Isaac Jiroke. All right, since this is your day, we want to acknowledge several groups of graduates. And I should warn you that before this event is over, your hands are going to be sore from clapping, but it's a really good sore. So let's start with recognizing the academic excellence of those in the class of 2025 who are graduating with honors. There are some very smart people in this class. Besides completing the requirements for the associate degree, many graduates have achieved outstanding grade point averages, which earn them 3 possible levels of distinction. Let me introduce all in each category, and we will then share applause for all 3 once they've been introduced. So first of all, those of you who are graduating cum laude. Those of you with a grade point average of 3.4 to 3.59, will you please stand? Come on, don't be shy, okay. Stay standing. And then the next group is the magna cum laude with a grade point average of 3.6 to 3.79. Will you please stand? All of you graduating. Okay. And then with the highest possible academic honors, achieving a grade point average of 3.8 to 4.0, summa cum laude. Will you please stand? Yeah. I told you, this is a smart class. Thank you. Next, I would like to acknowledge some of our youngest graduates. We, I think, have some students here today who are earning, get this, both a high school diploma and an associate's degree simultaneously. So would all of you stand? Where are you? There they are. Pretty amazing. Now, once our students complete their associate's degree, many of them transfer to a 4-year institution. And so we have a special group of graduates who are transferring to a 4-year university through the Degrees to Succeed program. Upon enrollment, these students were dually admitted to both CCBC and the 4-year partner of their choice, whether it was Towson or UMBC. And they were nurtured and supported and advised by both colleges. So today, they graduate with seamless transfer entry as juniors, sweetened by scholarship support. Pretty good deal. That's how we like to describe it. Degrees to Succeed graduates, will you please stand? Thank you. CCBC has 19 athletic teams, and we're very proud of our student athletes. Not only have they excelled in their academic pursuits, but a number of them have achieved local, state, and national rankings. All have demonstrated remarkable dedication, perseverance, and sportsmanship on the field, court, or track. At this time, I ask all student athletes to please stand and be recognized. CCBC is also a microcosm of the communities we serve and the world we live in. This year, we have graduates from 42 nations. They bring with them a multitude of cultural traditions, personal histories, and perspectives that enrich the collective academic experience. Their presence links all of our students in a common bond across nations and helps to ensure that all CCBC graduates understand what it means to be citizens of the world. At this time, I would ask all international students who are graduating today to please rise and be recognized. CCBC is proud of our veteran and active military students. As the proud mother of a soldier myself, I am pleased that CCBC now serves more than 1,000 veterans, active duty, and military-connected students each year. We are grateful to these men and women for their service, and our gift to them in return is a commitment to supporting their special needs and to ensuring their educational success. At this time, I ask all veterans, reservists, National Guard, and active military of CCBC's graduating class to please stand and be recognized. And if you remain standing, please, I would also invite all veterans, reservists, National Guard, and active military in the audience to join them to stand so that we may recognize you and thank you for your service. Thank you. Now, our college is governed by a 15-member board of trustees, some of whom you met just a short time ago. And these are people known for making outstanding contributions within their respective professions and who share a passion for higher education and for CCBC in particular. This is certainly true of our board chair, Mr. J.D. Urbach, who has served as a CCBC trustee since 2017. Please join me in welcoming Chair Urbach, who will bring greetings from this important group of people. Chair Urbach.
Thank you, Dr. Kurtinitis. Good morning, CCBC. On behalf of the trustees of the Community College of Baltimore County, I am honored to congratulate the graduates of the class of 2025. Your grit, your perseverance, your unwavering determination have brought you to this milestone moment, and we applaud each of you. Graduates, you have earned your degrees and certificates from a college of incredible distinction. During my time as a trustee, I have watched with pride as CCBC has continued to rise, opening doors, expanding opportunity, and helping individuals discover and achieve the best of themselves. To the CCBC faculty and staff, thank you for working to recognize and nurture each student's potential. You empower students for successful transfer, meaningful careers, and further lifelong learning. Your efforts not only strengthen our workforce, but also enrich our entire community. The great work that occurs at this institution daily is a testament to why we are all proud to be CCBC. Graduates, today you join the legacy of hundreds of thousands of CCBC alumni, individuals who have launched new chapters, transformed their lives, and positively impacted the world around them. You are now part of that extraordinary tradition. We welcome you into the ranks of CCBC graduates who continue to inspire us, and we know you will keep making us proud. Once again, congratulations and best wishes for the journey ahead.
Thank you, Chair Urbach. Nicely done. Now, it is my privilege to bring special honor to a member of the class of 2025 who has earned the distinction of receiving this year's most prized honor, the President's Distinguished Graduate Award. This award comes not only with the privilege of being the class spokesperson, but also with a $2,500 scholarship. Isaac, would you please step forward? I'm going to present this to you. We already agreed we should not try to get it over his hat, but he has the medallion. Now, let me say a few words about Isaac. So just stay right here. Just stay right here by me. He is special. He is special. Isaac Jiroge exemplifies academic excellence, leadership, and community commitment. A native of Kenya, he has balanced academic success with the demands of being a student athlete on CCBC Catonsville's men's basketball team. Enrolled in CCBC's Honors College, Isaac is an active member of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society and the Male Student Success Initiative. This year, he became the first CCBC student ever, and only one out of 8 selected from across this nation to be chosen by Achieving the Dream as a Dream Scholar. And then at the national conference, he received a standing ovation when he shared his poem, I Am, with an audience of 2,000 professors. Can you believe that? Yeah, even I'd be afraid to talk to 2,000 professors, but he did admirably, and he will share that poem with us shortly. Isaac plans to pursue a bachelor's degree in computer science with a minor in cybersecurity at the University of Maryland, College Park. He hopes to use his talents to bridge the digital divide in undeserved communities in the United States and Kenya. We are very proud of this young man's achievements and are confident that he will leave his mark on the world. Class of 2025, it is my pleasure to introduce to you your class spokesperson, Isaac Jiroge.
Wow, that's amazing. Wow. Thank you, President Dr. Curtin-Nidis, for that wonderful introduction. Before I start, I just want to say you all look wonderful today. As you mentioned, I was privileged to be selected as a Dream Scholar. Each Dream Scholar was asked to share their experiences through poetry. I would like to share that poem as a prelude to addressing the amazing class of 2025. Before I begin my poem, I want to take the moment and thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. For all that he has done for me. Hey, Mama. Jambo, kila mtu, jina langu ni Isaac Jiroge. I am from red, dusty roads where my bare feet drum against the earth, where family laughter rises with the swirling wind and my stories settle into the land like footprints. I am from a home where meals were more than nourishment. They carried the weight of stories and survival, like the matatus packed in alive, with graffiti screaming rebellion, rhythm, resilience. I am from markets where women bargain not just for food, but for dignity, for fairness, for tomorrow. I am also from the streets of Baltimore, where hope and hardship walk side by side, where opportunity feels like a locked door and some would rather watch you fall than rise. The journey from one home to another was not easy. My accent was a spotlight, a signal that I did not belong. Every word I spoke turned heads, some listening too hard, others not listening at all. At first, I thought about speaking less, shrinking more, fading into the background. But I do not move for their approval. I do not bend to the doubt that surrounds me, because I know where I come from, Mama's hands. And I refuse to be pulled down when I was made to rise. My mother, Mary Waneke, the woman with unbreakable hands, who worked 2 jobs with no time to rest, who came home at 11 p.m. only to leave again before the sun rose, who never let exhaustion steal her warmth. I am from my father, David Bogwa, who worked overtime without complaint, who told me if you want good things, you have to work for it. But if you look closer, you might see a boy watching his mother's tired steps, a son learning the language of perseverance without ever being taught. And now I see Mama. Mama. I see the way your hands never stop moving, folding clothes, preparing meals, wiping away exhaustion like it was something you could sweep from your spirit. I saw the way you carried 2 jobs on your back, like a 1,000-pound weight you refused to let crush you. Mama, I see now, you never had the luxury of resting. But you gave me the privilege of dreaming. And now I am from the classrooms of the Community College of Baltimore County, where I am more than a student. I am a leader, where I balance lectures, labs, and layups. I am from sleepless nights, balancing schoolwork and basketball, from the court, where discipline sharpens my will. I am from the Middle Student Success Initiative, where we have real conversations about growth, how to be better men, excel academically, and elevate our professional paths. It gave me more than support. It gave me a brotherhood, which I'm really grateful for. I am from a 3.93 GPA. Thank you. Not just numbers, but proof of sacrifice, of showing up when giving up seemed easier. Because I am not the sum of where I've been, but the force of where I'm headed. Where cybersecurity and computer science are my tools for change. Where I aim to build bridges and close the digital divide, so that one day, another boy from a distant land will stand in a classroom and feel like he belongs. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, faculty, staff, families, friends, and my fellow graduates of the unforgettable class of 2025. I am honored to stand before you and humbled by the opportunity to share my poem. This moment feels like something out of a dream I didn't even know I was allowed to have. If you had told me just a few years ago that I'd be giving a commencement speech in a new country to a room full of people who have become my second family, I might have laughed in disbelief. Not because I didn't want it, but because the road here has been anything but smooth. I was born and raised in Kenya. Coming to the United States as a first-generation immigrant was one of the biggest leaps of faith my family has ever taken. We came with hope packed in our suitcases, but also with quiet fears of the unknown, of being misunderstood, of starting over. At first, I thought the hardest part would be adjusting to the cold weather. Spoiler, it was cold. But the real challenge was deeper. It was learning how to navigate a whole new education system, culture differences, working late nights to help my family, figuring out how to belong when everything felt unfamiliar. There were days I questioned everything, whether I was good enough, whether I should keep going, but in those moments, I turn inward and upward. I leaned on my faith, my family, and the belief that God wasn't done writing my story. My CCBC journey began online. It was quiet, isolating. COVID had turned the whole world upside down. I felt like a ghost in a digital classroom, but slowly things changed. I joined the Mill Student Success Initiative and met people who saw me when I was still learning to see myself. I became part of the honors program, Phi Theta Kappa, and achieved a lifelong passion of mine to join the collegiate basketball team. Shout out to Coach TJ. And then came the nationally recognized Dream Scholars Program, representing CCBC on a national stage. It wasn't just an honor, it was a moment that reminded me how far I had come. Through engaging in these communities, I realized something. We all carry something with us. A story, a struggle, a purpose. And still, it was the everyday moments that shaped me the most. The study sessions in the library that turned into life talks, the last-minute group chats before a test, the knowing smiles between classmates who understood the struggle. At CCBC, I didn't just grow academically, I came into myself. I found my voice, I found my purpose. I learned how to lead not by speaking the loudest, but by showing up every single day. To our professors and mentors, thank you for seeing the potential in us, even when we didn't see it in ourselves. You made us feel seen, challenged, and capable. To our families, you were our anchor. You reminded us who we are, even when we felt like we were losing our way. Your love made this possible. And to the class of 2025, we are walking, breathing proof that resilience beats perfection every single time. Some of us took longer to get here. Some of us started with less. Some of us carried the weight of generations on our backs, but every single one of us showed up and we crossed the finish line with grit, grace, and greatness. As we turn the page into this next chapter, whether it's transferring to a university, starting a career, or building something new from scratch, remember, we have already conquered so much. We didn't just graduate from college, we graduated from the hard seasons, the self-doubt, the silent battles. So don't let the world tell you what you can't do. You have already proven what you can. You belong, you are worthy, and your story is still being written. Congratulations, class of 2025. We made it, and we are just getting started. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Oh my, poet, scholar, gentleman, all those things is our Isaac. Thank you so much for that captivating speech. I think we can definitely look forward to a bright future for Isaac, and I love the way that he encouraged you all to your own bright future. Remember what I said to you before, the world is run by those who show up. Now we're going to have another musical interlude, CCBC's Chamber Singers singing Seasons of Love, a song that captures the spirit of this momentous occasion, acknowledging the journey our graduates have shared and the new journey they are about to embrace.
525,600 minutes, 525,000 moments so dear, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter, in striving. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in a life? How about love? How about love? How about love? Measuring love. Seasons of love. Seasons of love. 525,600 minutes. 525,000 birdies to plan. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man?
In truth that she learned, one time that he cried, in bridges he burned, for the way that she died.
It's time now to sing out, though the story never ends. Let's celebrate, remember the year in the life of friends. Remember the love. Remember the love. Remember the love. Measure in love. Seasons of love. Seasons of love. Seasons of love. 525,600 minutes. Seasons of love. 525,000 moments so dear. 525,600 minutes. Seasons of love. Measure a year. In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter, in striving. 525,600 minutes. Seasons of love. Do you measure a year in a life? Remember love. Remember the love. Remember the love. Measure in love.
Aren't they amazing? Thank you, chorus, and also to our music director, Michelle Smith, and our pianist, Matthew Palumbo. Great job. All right, we are moments away from doing the thing we want most to do today, turn you into graduates. But before we do that, never let it be said that CCBC graduates forget their manners. Although, yes, it was your grit and determination that brought you here, many, many others have helped you to reach this destination. So I want you to help me do two things. First, I want to ask all CCBC faculty to rise, and all of the CCBC counselors, professional staff, deans, support staff, coaches, mentors. Oh darn, if you work here, stand up. Come on, stand up. Okay. They deserve your thanks and applause. But there's now another group. If you've seen perhaps an ad that shows up sometimes in the Baltimore Sun, it shows a mom or a dad proudly standing in regalia, just as you are today, and there are several children looking up at the mom or the dad. And the tagline that goes with it is, when you graduate, they graduate. So I want to invite a second very important group of people to stand. All of you, the family, the friends, the significant others that have supported these graduates and you put up with them. You're awfully proud of them today. So please, families, come on, stand up so you can be acknowledged. Yes, indeed. We made a great team, the college and all of your family and friends, and here you are today. So now, Professor Frendel and Professors Palumbo and Frendel, would you please begin the introduction of the class of 2025?
Members of the class of 2025, please come forward as your name is called. Once you receive your diploma, please return to your seat and remain seated to celebrate your fellow classmates. Once all of our graduates have been presented, Dr. Kurtenitis will officially confer your degrees and bring our ceremony to a close. The graduates will then follow the platform party and faculty as you recess together at the end of the ceremony. Olivia Alder.
Dennis Droge.
Abigail Aptinson.
Taisha McCaden.
Syed Abbas.
Taylor McCoy.
Sierra Abbas.
Cynthia Malkinski.
Sarah Abbas.
Jennifer Marquez Mambreno.
Ahmed Abdullah.
Ulysses Matriciana.
Nympha Amoa.
Diego Martinez Beltran.
Onyedamola Abidakun.
Deasia Martin.
Elizabeth Ayanuga.
Jay Mathis.
Ayoade Adeosun.
Jamia Marriott.
Sumita Ahmed.
Sarah Masoor.
Naisha Agent.
Fatima Mohammadi.
Aliyah Abid.
Imad Masood.
Chizoba Aginam.
Lao Noroji Mambaresem.
Oluwabunmi Akinrulabu.
Jaden Marks.
Carly Adams.
Kazia Matthews.
Oliver Alves Gonzalez.
Romalia Mahala,
Zayed Adib,
Sean Magladari,
Keji Aredun Mola,
John Mindu,
Gamaliel Adejo,
Charlotte Martin,
Nazish Akbar,
Shanice Almond,
Eva Alkins,
Saibul Martinez,
Royal Antoine,
Dylan Marty,
Jocelyn Andrade Castillo,
Mahogany Martin,
Bailey Aldridge,
Liba Maklub,
Emily Bonilla Avalos,
John McKinney,
Juliette Ali,
Jasmia McNeil,
Joseph Armstrong,
Joey Cobb,
Al Atkinson,
Valerie Merriweather,
Sierra Alexander,
Autumn McIntosh,
Anna Augustine,
Sylvia Bithi,
Irene Afakoa,
Rudik Martinez Ronderos,
Christian Agobeti,
Liza Maimanil,
John Rommel Ahion,
Kennedy Mosley,
Hannah Jaria Yassin Adib,
Matilda Merrill,
Bayla Brown,
Felicia Moore,
Kasana Boyd,
William Moore Jr.,
Antoinette Brown,
Luis Melendez,
Constance Boylan,
Tyler Melka,
Gregory Binns,
Caitlin Mitchell,
Basanta Aryal,
Caroline Mitchell,
Chantel Billy,
Sarah Miller,
Tolulope Balogan,
Priest McCoy,
Sandhya Bandari,
Andre Murdoch,
Lauren Basden,
Myra Munoz,
Justice Bell,
Nicholas Miller,
Aisha Brown Frisbee,
Shavonne Morgan,
Noy Brown Frisbee,
Caitlin Morrison,
Shabria Butler,
May Mizwade,
Caleb Brown,
Nor Mizwada,
Brooks Bryant,
Hadis Mukadem,
Alexa Bell,
Latarsha McRory,
Sid Banks,
Maiza Mohammed,
Chelsea Bassendorf,
Michaela Moreau,
Ebony Batts,
Brittany McNally,
Bonna Bourlier,
Brooke McCowden,
Jan Bradley,
Jordan McKinney,
Victoria Barris,
Sherry Miller,
Nicholas Alphonse,
Anahi Morillo Martinez,
Simone Bennett,
Catherine Malinowski,
Shelley Bowen,
Carla Munoz,
Larissa Blanchard,
Jordan McCullum,
Victoria Brady,
Garrett Martin,
Jillian Baines,
Precious Martin,
Grace Blondell,
Stephen Mitchell,
Macy Burnham,
Mohammed Ali,
Lakia Beanie,
Zera Nori,
Amber Barbour,
Nakita Muse,
Mofetulua Benwo,
Mohammed Anayet Abdelhamid Mahmoud,
June Bennett,
Tony Morris Jr.,
Miriam Bencole,
Richard Theodore McKee II,
Richard Bing IV,
Joe Mendoza,
Mahendro Bugai,
Barbara Misele,
Morgan Broman,
Morgan Miller,
Tyler Berkowitz,
Iris Moody,
Ahmed Barakat,
Michael Middleton,
Jennifer Burka,
Brandon Myrtle,
Pamela Bell,
Ian Milton,
Giovanna Bryant,
Naomi Mutama,
Brea Battle Alston,
Amber McLeod,
Cameron Brooks,
Zay Nadim,
Danielle Blackwell,
Soban Nadim,
Shanae Boyer,
David Wakchukwu,
Christopher Burang,
Jade and Imani Grace Nelson,
Bryant Banks,
Kyrie Nelson,
Amir Brown,
Chai Nettles,
Deontay Boyd,
Ryan Nickerson,
Iphigeny Mulo,
Ramonde Manga Muin,
Corey Bauer,
Apollo Jabahika,
Carolyn Binkley,
Stephanie Needhart,
Nicole Barwick,
Asitan Yagdado,
Tammy Bishop,
Owuchi Wabweze,
Sierra Brown,
Teona Mohammed,
Latanya Brown,
Robert Noakes III,
Rashad Batek,
Eman Kolzak,
Zachary Butts,
Sandra Naylor,
Brittany Barnes,
Nicole Norton,
John Bueno,
Kennedy Noakes,
Shamar Butler,
Sharon Ojini,
Jessica Borgion,
Toloaloshe Aluniyi,
Destin Bray,
Aluwan Tanilawri Omna Pariola,
Riley Berkness,
Farida Owalabi,
Mignon Barnes,
Sierra McKinley,
Sabrina Butler,
Emmanuel O'Kay,
Rolando Briones Murillo,
Funmi Awawale,
Shatira Boyd,
Shannon O'Dare,
Ebony Brown Duncan,
Obena Osea Ajimenio Bois,
Bernetta Baker,
Angela Lua Aduwole,
Anda Imani Jermila,
Sue O,
Jade Burns,
Ali Obeid,
Kaylin Bush,
Ismael Ogotsi,
McKenna Cundiff,
Titalayu Abimeke,
Elizabeth Culver,
Cody Oshenska,
Giselle Castro Amaya,
Benjamin Osborne,
Nicole Chavis,
Efoma Unwole,
Ashley Cantor,
Esther Ononogbo,
Sophia Coppola,
Chelsea Opa.
Savannah Clay,
Shannon O'Mara.
Himani Chabra,
Tia Owens.
Brianna Cook,
Patrice Oliver.
Brody Carroll,
Madge Joa.
Reed Cahill,
Liana Odoms.
Joya Caldwell,
Victoria Price.
Brigal Carter,
Raheem Provost.
Aviana Curtis,
Ryan Felipe Perez.
Dion Carter Jr.,
Shari Pigford.
Laverne Kaysen,
Jacqueline Powers.
Liha Chatial,
Shamika Phelps.
Nicole Chapman,
Cynthia Purnell Garvey.
Aditya Chauhan,
Zachary Poe.
Abdullah Butt,
Kiae Bullen.
Grayson Corzine,
Cameron Piper.
Allison Connell,
Dominique Pham.
Jefferson Collins,
Ryan Pulliam.
Jonathan Chester,
Cassandra Park.
Michelle Anglin Hansen,
Eric Patterson.
Clinton Che,
Ashley Barilla.
Javier Conde,
Aaron Parton.
Jackson Clark,
Eli Peterson.
Anthony Corona,
Jenna Proctor.
Maria Camano,
Matthew Pauling.
Ivana Colandro,
Montez Parker Jr.
Stephanie Chavaria,
Justin Prudent.
Kiara Cooley,
Ashima Pasi.
India Cooley,
Peyton Payne.
Hector Camilo,
April Price.
John Callahan,
Ella Pesci.
Matthew Corduff,
Kalia Powell.
Chantel Kusar,
Denise Quisby.
Charles Clark,
Stacy Penn.
Miranda Chukwete,
Marlon Porter.
Kyla Cosby,
Danielle Rosencrantz.
Amanda Coleman,
Alexandra Price.
Joel Corona,
Syed Mohammed Rufin Kadri.
Caroline Cohen,
Pedro Ramirez Ramos.
Patrick Cook,
Adrian Ramsey.
Peyton Cromer,
Sarah Ramirez.
Kaylee Kraus,
Joshua Regino.
Kate Conway,
Rachel Ricci.
Tamar Connolly,
Maya Rich.
Kennedy Cummings,
Abdul Malik Quadri.
Tayon Cummings,
Esther Raji.
Mario Contreras Andaluz,
Kyle Rivera.
Errant Crossland,
Patricia Ray.
Deborah Harding,
Trenton Randolph.
Nikki Fletcher.
Ramayo Robinson. Adrian Robinson. Nancy Rodriguez.
Mark Cruz.
Delaney Rogers. Miriam Romba. Kurtzy Ruth. Mariela Ruiz Hernandez.
Dashira Kanade.
Ashea Robinson.
Bethany Cunningham.
Gabriel Richards, excuse me.
Chelsea Cooper.
Natasha Rumsland.
Janai Clemens.
Eliesa Ray.
Evelyn Castillo.
Melinda Rigardo.
Nicholas Cummings.
Brittany Rose.
Kaiser Cruz Neal.
Lucas Rother.
Kenu Curry.
Tania Robinson.
Zachariah Carter.
Christina Bonnell.
Darren Din.
Laura Savarisi.
Lyric Dunlap.
Mohammed Sormad.
Tawanda Daly.
Taylor Simmons.
Cynthia Darko.
Allison Simmons.
Gary Davis.
Maurice Scannell.
Erica Davis.
Sean Sample.
Zach Davis.
Jaden Sanford.
Ciara Davis.
Madeline Sazenbacher.
Brianna Dangerfield.
Chantel Samuels.
Kelvin Degadu.
Brittany Sarkashi.
Peter David.
Peggy Scholler.
Anish Deyuha.
Kathleen Schleicher.
Jasmine Davis.
Cherie Sample Hughes.
Kalthom Daniel.
Elias Chateau.
Kenyonan Vubort.
Amory Nia Summers.
Nicholas Dargakis.
Paige Smith.
Abraham Diallo.
Yana Shin.
John A. Davis.
Jordan Scott.
Lars Dito.
Savannah Sidebotham.
Joseph Durden.
Alexis Skelton Anders.
Sean Davis.
Athira Soba.
Natasha Davis.
Ahmed Suja.
Sarah Devilbis.
Adam Spiroff.
Michelle DiCarlo.
Erica Spahn Riley.
Rosalie Dawson.
Noel Stewart.
Marco De La Cruz.
Haley Smith.
Esato Diallo.
Lobiak Sanga.
Asia Dickerson.
Tierra Smith.
Shoshana Deming.
Matilda Sutherland.
Janelle Gray.
Nigeria Segore Watson.
Kevin Dietrich.
LaShawn Streeter.
Dawn Doctor.
Holly Staggers.
Eva Dosunmu.
Colin Stevens.
Vung Don.
Brianna Stevenson.
Bryce Donfak.
Ivan Stevens.
Justice Dangerfield.
Amber Steinball.
Aiden Drews.
Ashley Stiff.
Wileen Dubé.
Divine Sumka.
Jacob Dudley.
Sabina Shrestha.
Aaron Dueñas.
Lauren Stoner.
Haley Dykes.
Maria Stemple.
Lamar Taela Dyson.
Samuel Sapp. Anthony Strumsky.
Jillian Duval.
Lawrence Silver.
Christine Egbebot.
Destiny Scott.
Tiffany Agunye.
Kermit Smith II.
Adam Evans.
Abdul Sani.
Robert Dexter Evans.
Alexander Schusterman.
Lloyd Ewers.
Samir Shiwakoti.
Adrienne Finley.
Justice Smith.
Lauren Flanagan.
Caden Statler.
Roheen Fatima.
Sandesh Subede.
Anya Harrison.
Adam Squires.
Lindsay Ferguson.
Amardeep Singh.
Elijah Felder.
Steven Skerkovich.
Dion Faulkner Green.
Tabitha Symptom.
Termira Ford.
India Stokes.
Talia Fleet.
Joshua Seymour.
Jonathan Flores Gonzalez.
William Sanders.
Asia Nicole Wilson.
Shakira Sidney.
Kelly Pfizer.
Austin Sacco.
Samuel Fernandez Jr.
Delaney Seitz.
Rayanne Fuchs.
Dejanay Smith.
Brittany Sunshine George.
Jacqueline Shockley.
Raquel Feliciano.
Shreya Shahi.
Alejandro Flores.
Aisha Spencer.
Trayvon Flemings Crawford.
Jemiah Simpson.
Mekonnen Filecki.
Angel Patricia Sutton.
Kayla Faulkner.
Miriam Silmy.
Jordan Fenwick.
Christina Scott.
Parker Francoise.
Jordan States.
Noah Ford.
Sherilyn Suggs.
Bryant Frazier.
Yeshayahu Levarie Smith.
Emma Fuller.
David Snoop.
Alicia Fishpop.
Adrian Tyson.
Anna Fulong.
Kashonda Towson.
Alexandria Farkas.
Mary Adeline Teag.
Catherine Falcone.
Carol Toe.
Melrose Gamboa.
Tori Taylor.
Rudy Gomez.
Marcus Thompson.
Jonay Gant.
Gabrielle Tannenbaum Vogler.
Kennedy Green.
Arjana Thakkar.
Sophia Angela Gavino.
Simbo Tadis.
Giselle Gamble.
Chadima Timothy.
Michaela Guest.
Kylie Taylor.
Nicholas Green,
Roxy Tyrell.
Carlos Gonzalez,
Frank Tamburello.
Lincoln Good,
Kennedy Thompson.
Alan Garcia,
Aaron Tanner.
Deepen Gurung,
Shawnice Turner.
Ethan Grau,
Taryn Taylor.
Chris Gallier,
Jaden Taylor.
Harjas Gill,
Alex Terry.
Amy Galford,
Mason Tress.
Anna Garcia Elizalde,
Avery Tillman.
Natasia Gooden,
Cameron Thompson.
Belita Gabrias,
Naitrai.
Roberto Peralta Gonzalez,
Wendell Tomlin.
Asa Goodman,
Jonathan Shogwe.
Susanna Giron,
Tanae Turner.
Mary Goodman,
Sodejichukwu Anongo.
Freddie Gorman,
Teoma Ajuagu.
Joshua Graham,
Tyree Vincent.
Jennifer Gordon,
Tweeda Van de Graaf.
Sarah Green,
Jill Venturina.
Lakeisha Green,
Tammy Villanueva.
Rebecca Grice,
Allison Villacorta.
Lauren Green Thompson,
Kataya Veal.
Robert Grant,
Yasmin Vargas Morales.
Cornell Gregg,
Brooke Vogel.
Aurelia Agnes Gnon,
Erica Weems.
Dumya Gulyat,
Destiny Whitehead.
Haley Guyen,
Angela Wright.
Vimal Gurung,
Olivia Wilson.
Tyler Gilliard,
Devon Wilson.
Caitlin Gruby,
Adam Wagner.
Tiffany Graham,
Darius Walters.
Tiffany Glasgow,
Valerie Walters.
Raquel Guzman,
Brandon Wheatley.
Deshaun Harris,
Grace Weisner.
Hodan Hared,
Kristen Wolf.
Sonia Holmes,
Amara Williams.
Nathan Hall,
Asia Walls.
Quayshanti Holmes,
Maimona Tim.
Nicholas Hall,
Calvin Watkins III.
Joseph Hash,
Gabrielle Williams.
Julia Hilt,
Cheyenne Wood.
Kenneth Hill,
Olivia Weiss.
Adina Henson,
Naila Wise.
Tierra Harris,
Chutney Wortham.
Madison Hershey,
Thomas Wallace.
Mark Douglas MacArthur Hall,
Sierra Wright.
Jamie Holloway Dawling,
Shanaira Washington.
Camilla Hall,
Demetric Witherspoon.
Stacy Harris,
Samantha Weber.
Charles Howard,
Benjamin White,
Joseph Hope,
Dalia Waters,
Lachey Howard,
Noah Watters,
Dominique Howell,
Aisha Wilson,
Brittany Hill,
Carmen Wilkins,
Darian Hill,
Christina Wyman,
Claire Holt,
Hussein Williams,
Emily Heiger,
Taisha Williams,
Rachel Heiler,
Isabella Witherington,
Janet Hardy,
Janae Wiggs,
Tennille Hall,
James Winchester,
Browen Hay,
Lauren Watty,
Sophia Hilliard,
Aliasia Wilson,
Natasha Hanna,
Terrain Williams,
Emma Hervat,
Jocelyn Walker,
Tierra Hunt,
Adela Williams,
Omar Humran,
Martina Williams,
Jordan Hall,
Sinaya White,
Arnacia Harris,
Taria Williams,
Amber Henson,
Jaden Wilkinson,
Faith Huck,
Shantelle Wells Anderson,
Jacob Hill,
Chloe Watson,
Marianne Hollingshed,
Judith Yortel,
Denise Hall,
Cassandra Mom Young,
Karen Howard,
Finian York,
Ariel Horton Johns,
Tashana Young,
Lauren Houghton,
Imani Young,
Nemaya Huff,
Samuel Young,
Michelle Hunter,
Kaylee Young,
Freddie Ilunga,
Trina Young,
Fiston Ilunga,
Trishelle Young,
Khalil Ajusi Colby,
Julian Zalea Sanchez,
Praise Idowu,
Jane Zeller,
Jose Martin Roberto Raymond Perpetual,
Michelle Zellers,
Angel Jackson,
Stefina Zago,
Christian Jackson,
Jasenia Zavala,
Taishika Jackson,
Tamiz Ondonde,
Jeremiah Jackson,
Marissa Zuckerman,
Johnson K.C.,
Taishia Jackson,
Jerkia S. Jackson,
David Jacobs,
Zachary James,
Colin James,
Taylor Jenkins Williams,
Jatia Jeter,
Mutiat Jinadu,
Angel Jernigan,
Surprise Johnson,
Sierra Johnson,
Bradley Jones,
Danielle Johnson,
Deshaun Jordan,
Mark Johnson,
Tavian Jones,
Lily Johnson,
Champagne Johnson,
Rachel Gerald,
Stephanie Jones,
Jalen Jones,
Sumu Juma Murray,
Petra Johnson,
Theodore Johnson,
Kayla Johnson,
Cross Jameson,
Fatima Jones.
Deborah A. Johnson.
Madonna Joseph.
Kirsten Jones.
Helen Susan Johnson.
Ezekiel Kabinda.
Ananda Joyce.
Damian Hawker.
Arnalda James.
Abdullah Cameron.
Savannah Johnson.
Natalia Klimenko.
Taquea Jones.
Tia Keels Gaiman.
Timothy Johnson.
Earl Kraus.
Veronica Johnson.
Caitlin Keener.
Wanda Johnson.
Brittany Kitson Walters.
Isaiah Jewell.
Saraf Kalim.
Teondre Jones.
Sophia Kiram.
Tyja Johnson.
Corey Kirk.
Abigail Catilas.
Grace Coomer.
Faithful Kalu.
Lisa Knopp.
Madison Cupfor.
Chinwendu Kalu.
Emery Campus.
Matt Kleb.
Abdul Ramon Khalid.
Glenda Lane.
Pamela Carrera.
Chelsea Lee.
Jeremiah Kabwagi.
Jaden Lemesi.
Laura Kay.
Zachary Lifson Book.
Nailish Kunwa.
Rachel Lusal.
Evelyn Keys.
Tyneek Lewis.
Sajina Kadka.
Sharon Lee.
Jasmine Comfort.
Rocco Lilly.
Son Kim.
Brielle Lane.
Jamie Kitch.
Kala Lavender.
Shania Lagron.
Alexis Lee.
Joel Lipsy.
Circalem Lenedetto.
Tyria Leslie.
Asher Naval.
Michael Lee.
Orion Zer Bolton.
Amy Lay.
Swastika Gimero.
Adam Keel.
Farwa Fatima Farong.
Abdullah Konat.
Galia Elodeni.
Jasmine King.
Vanessa M. Bikindu.
Tori Knight.
Pastor Gerald L. Colick.
Tanisha Kalakota.
Saperna Gimere.
Alexander Liberto.
Nikisa Blucher.
Aliyah Lewis.
Gabby Rodriguez.
Kayla Larkin.
Mackenzie Mitchell.
Nina Lilly. Ezekiel Lomax. Jessica Laguerre. Erica Levington. Sydney Lewis. Camilla Leung. Sebastian Jones. I already said it. Last but not least, Isaac Drogen.
Wow. Pretty amazing. Now, graduates, are you ready for the real thing? Okay. Stand up, please rise. Now, I love that I get to say these words. In fact, they make me feel very mighty. Here we go. Upon the recommendation of the Office of the Registrar, the faculty, and by the authority invested in me by the state of Maryland, I do hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have completed all requirements with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. You may now reach up and move the tassel on your cap from right to left, and with a great deal of pride and affection, here they are. All right. Okay, now steady now, we're almost done. Have a seat. Now you have swelled the ranks of CCBC alums by nearly 2,700 graduates. Be proud of that stature. And from the wise words of the great African-American poet Maya Angelou, who said, I encourage you to live with life. Be courageous, adventurous, and give us a tomorrow more than we deserve. So as we close, I extend my personal congratulations and best wishes to all of you. As you move into your new lives and careers, you will now take your places as stewards of the earth and its care and its people. So I close our ceremony with my traditional injunction, which is, in the gentle words of the novelist Elie Wiesel, go, my friends, and make small miracles. And because you are sitting here today, you are well on your way to doing that. Now that concludes our program. Family and friends, please stay seated until the platform party, the faculty, and then the graduates have exited. And graduates, we ask that you please wait for the faculty to lead the way, because we will all line up near the path to greet you and celebrate you. So thank you for making such a wonderful celebration out of today. Congratulations and Godspeed.
Thank you.